Good evening, fellow colleagues, and welcome to this Wednesday, April 15th edition of Virginia's Vital Vodcast. As usual, I am recording from Hills Elementary. In this edition, we will be discussing Twitter and how it can be used to help open parent communication and also involvement. It was brought to our attention last month by Mrs. Fritz that at the title meeting in Columbus that parental involvement is at an all-time low, not only is in our district but also throughout the state of Ohio. How can we fix these problems? After sending out questionnaires to parents, the number one reason for parents not being involved was due to time constraints. Parents work during the day or are shift workers and are sleeping. Thus, they are not able to meet and be involved within the classroom setting. Included on the questionnaire was how many parents have access to internet. Almost all parents stated that they have a device of some sort in which they are able to connect to their internet. After reviewing the data, we have decided that using a platform such as Twitter would be a great way to help teachers, parents, and students communicate. Twitter, that's right. Using a social networking site such as Twitter can not only help with communication issues we are facing, but it will also help to keep parents involved and know what is going on within the classroom setting. According to the Global Digital Citizens Foundation, there are 60 inspiring examples of Twitter in the classroom. Listed below are just a few of the different examples that can be used for communication. What is Twitter? Twitter is a free social platform and would cost the district and parents nothing to use. Not only is Twitter free, but it also provides tutorials that would help not only the parents, but also us teachers. After the user sets up an account, Tasha Bakshar suggests that we create a single account for all classroom students. The students are to only tweet while at school and must ask for permission before they tweet anything. At the end of the tweet, they are able to put their first names only due to safety reasons. I have brought up my Twitter account. I'm fresh and new to Twitter. As you can see, I'm new. I only have 2 tweets and 3 followings and 2 followers. The students are able to see what is trending, and these trendings, you can change it. It's based upon what your likes are, your interests are. It says here are some people or some things that you might want to start following. There's the local news. This young lady right here, she's actually in my master's class, and because of location, they bring up the Pittsburgh Pirates. There's a search Twitter up here, so if, let's say, we wanted to search something, let's say, let's say education. Let's see what we can find for education. So when you bring in education, you can bring up educational show, funding agencies. There's the U.S. Department of Education, Google for Education, which we do use. You can always click on that and it will take you, which we'll do that in 1 minute. But I want to show you these other features first. There's the home button, which if you click on it will bring you back to home. There's notifications, if you have any notifications. For example, here's a student, or not a student, excuse me. Here's another student in my classroom, my master's classrooms, excuse me. And he just wrote, "Hi, online classmate, I'm practicing Twitter." It's nice because whenever a parent were to write on the Twitter account, you could go underneath the notification. It'll show who they are, what they said. You can always click to reply back. You can retweet them. You can add it as a favorite if you want to find it later. And there's also more options. This is a little bit more in depth for 3rd grade. Sharing direct messages, copying, link to a tweet, embedding a tweet, mute block. So this would be useful if somebody had written something inappropriate, or if the person somehow got on your Twitter account or on your page, you can always go and block the person from sending any or posting any more messages. these are messages that you can either type to the parents. These messages will not be seen, by the public. These are directly to the parent. So that again, that helps to open up that communication that we're lacking within the district. And they can always talk back. They can message you back. There's the Discover. This is like what's happening, but this is the part that's tailored for you, as you can see. Again, mine's not, I didn't go into great depth, but when we would set this up for our classrooms, we would make sure everything's educational. It's what the students like, what we're talking about, everything geared and appropriate. This just shows you activities, who to follow, friends to follow, popular accounts. There's a lot there. It provides you a lot. There's a lot of useful tools on here, and it's very user friendly. You just have to become comfortable, and the only way that you're going to become comfortable is by using it. The parents are able, as stated, to request the classroom, and the teachers are able to accept their request. This is nice if we make ourselves as quote-unquote the manager of our students' Twitter account. So we'll just have one classroom Twitter account. Mine would be Mrs. Pavelchik's third grade classroom. Then when the parents would like to friend request us, we could, then accept them, or if it's somebody we don't know, we can always not request them. And that helps for safety for our students, which is, that's going to come into play when we do bring this option up to the board. According to Solomon and Shrum, by having the students use the Twitter account to share what is going on within the classroom will help to promote motivation to participate within the classroom setting and share their pictures of their artifacts and findings with their parents or caregivers. The parents are then able to comment to the children and other students on their works. Again, this is very important. It's building that relationship between not only ourselves and the parent, but the parent and the student, and really getting that parent involved. And students get excited when their parents are involved and they know what's going on. Not only can the parents use the Twitter to see what is going on within the classroom and the building, but as a teacher, we are also able to post homework assignments and also examples of how to do particular problems that the parents are unsure of. So it really is just a very nice forum to incorporate and to help open up that parent-teacher communication.
Just to reiterate, there are many positives to using Twitter. There's the motivation of students, helping to build that intrinsic motivation. There's the share the findings with the parents. There's also the parental comment, which helps to motivate the students. There's the ability to post homework assignments. And there's the question answer forum. There are barriers. As with everything, there are always barriers. So what barriers are we facing by implementing this forum? The biggest barrier is ourselves. We as educators need to realize that in order to get the parents involved, we need to find out how to educate them and how to communicate with them. Many of the parents of our children are millennials, and they are wired just as our students are. If we can't get them to come into our brick and mortar classroom, let's get them to come into our virtual classroom. First, you need to sign up for a Twitter account and watch the tutorials and familiarize yourself with the program. You may even want to ask your students and see how familiar they are with the forum and if they could possibly help you. Another barrier would be obtaining permission from the district to implement and use Twitter within our classroom settings. Dr. Chevalier is about the implementation of technology. While he would agree to the use, we would still have to propose why we would want Twitter to the board. As long as we feel comfortable and are able to explain our rationale and provide examples and research supporting our reasoning, I feel that we could implement Twitter within the classroom. The last would be to see how many parents do not have access to a Twitter account. If it is due to financial hardship, the local Comcast provides internet for those who qualify. I have had about 3 students this year in my classroom who are using this particular program, and it's based upon your income. Will this be a cure-all to our parental involvement problem? Probably not. There may still be those who do not participate, but now they are able to access the account and be part of their child's learning and know what is going on, whether it is during the day at school or in the middle of the night. I hope that you enjoyed this edition of Virginia's Vital Vodcast. And remember, you can and are making a difference in someone's life. Thanks for tuning in. This is Virginia Pavelchuk signing off.